Now it's obvious you need a friend to come hold you down. Be the one you share your everything when no one's around. Baby, come tell me your secrets and tell me all your dreams. 'Cause I can see you need someone to trust. You could trust in me. Da-da-da-dee-da-la-da-dee-da-la-da-day. So just call me whenever you want me. Da-da-da-dee-da-la-da-dee-da-la-da-day. I'll be your friend, I can be your homie. If it's loving that you want, you should make me your girl, baby. If it's loving that you need, baby, come and share my world. Oh, oh. If it's loving that you want, come and take a walk with me. Hey, and if it's loving that you need, I got it right here, baby. Baby, oh, oh. Y'all let me know who sings that song, and I'll give y'all a shout out in next week's Potomac review. Okay. Now speaking of shouts outs, in last week's Potomac review, um a good bit of people named the song that I was singing last week, which was Whitney Houston, Queen of the Night, for the Bodyguard soundtrack, 1992, darling. And I also asked to give me a co-star who was in that film. So my girl Taiwan Carr, that's Tiwancarr. She got it correct. Queen of the Night, Whitney Houston, 1992, Bodyguard soundtrack, and one of the co-stars was Kevin Costner. Okay, also my girl Donnie Ray, same thing. Shouts out to you. Um, Also, Kiss Me, TNY. I believe it's Kiss Met NY. So shouts out to you, love. Got it right as well. They all named Kevin Costner. Yes. And also, I just wanted to give a shout out to my girl Mercedes. Shouts out to you, love. Love you much. She's fabulous, darling. Mercedes. Okay. So, let's get to this week's Potomac review, shall we? Okay, it started off with Giselle and her mother was coming over. We saw her three little girls. We haven't seen her little girls in forever since last season, so it was good to see them. And Giselle's mom came over, and they were talking, shooting the shit. And the first thing the mama asked her about was Kevin, which is Giselle's somewhat boyfriend. They've been friends for a long time, and basically Kevin is been the only one that we've actually liked that Giselle has introduced us to on camera. And so the mama was just like, "Yo, what's tea with Kevin?" And she was just like, "You know what? I just don't want to mess up our friendship. It's just something I just don't want to do." And so I am, just gonna keep it friends and yada yada. And mom was just looking disappointed. So mom, I guess you got your chance with him now, cause she was just all up on him. Mama love her some Kevin, child. So I guess you got your chance with him. Your daughter don't want him, so you do your thing, sis. So she was just like, you know what? As much as I like Kevin, you have to do what's best for you, and I don't agree with your decision to not be with Kevin, but I will respect it. And Giselle was just like, okay, I'm glad, thank God. So Giselle's mama's gonna be watching the girls while she's in Bermuda. I can never say that. Bermuda. Is it Bermuda? I think I say it right. Okay, Bermuda. Whatever, y'all know what I mean. So anyway, we cut to leave Giselle. We go to Robin. Now Robin is with her two little boys, just as unruly, just cute as a button. Those two little boys were bad as hell. Need to be slapped down. Okay, one good. Oh, it's two of them. One good time. Just bad. Just out of just unruly. And you can see that she ain't got much control over them. They don't pay her no attention. So anyway, she's talking to the camera, she was just like, the therapist told me to go on a date, but I don't know how I'm gonna break it to Juan, and he's like, he can't be like, oh, I can't be like, oh, will you watch the kids while I go on a date, yada yada. Robin, if you don't drop the little boys off your parents' house or some damn one, call it a day, and put Juan in the car while you're at it, and drop his ass off somewhere. Like it's just it's so it's draining. It is. And shouts out to my girl Donnie Ray as well, because she mentioned last week in my last video, Potomac, in the comment section, that not Giselle, that Robin was still defending Juan and the whole situation on Twitter. So I'm just like, Robin, we're trying to rock with you, mama. We're trying to be here for you, sis, but you keep letting us down. If you don't let that man go, I know it's hard, beloved. My God, my God. I know that it's hard, Robin. I know. But we all just get one life to live, Robin. You can't live it for your kids. You can't live it for your parents. You can't live it for your friends. You can't live it for your siblings. I don't know if you have them. You can't. You have to live it for yourself. My God. And you just have to know that you're worth it, like Fifth Harmony. And you just have to know that everything is gonna be all right if you leave one alone. If y'all leave each other alone, y'all are both holding one another back. One can go off and be happy with some other high yellow woman, okay? And you can go off and be happy with some caramel complected man. It would be great. Go out there and get your life, young lady. You're so pretty. She's so pretty. Go out there and live your life, mama. Live your life. Be happy with some man. One will be fine. If not, oh well. Put him in the dirt and go on about your business, beloved. Oh, make sure to water him. Water him so he'll grow. She drives me to smoke, and I don't even smoke. Anyway, I just had to say that prayer for Robin because something just hit my spirit. You know how you feel like you just have to let things out. When something's important like that, I feel like I had to let that out because it was important to me. So anyway, but in the meantime, Robin, you whoop them kids' ass, slap them down to the ground, talking back. The oldest little boy talking about, you need to fix your hairline and child by, and your hair's ugly and this and that, and because what the older one do, the little one think he can do that as well. So child, I time up so fast, time up. But anyway, okay, so leaving Robin and that whole situation, we go into Karen Hogarth. Karen is in the car with Ray because they're getting ready for Bermuda. And she was just like, what, I just feel bad about the whole situation. Me and Sharice kind of got into a spat. I let Sharice know that she was my assistant and she did not want to assist. So that didn't go well for Sharice and yada yada. I'm just over Sharice. Da-da-da-da. So we get into the girls. They're arriving on the trip. They get on the plane. Everybody seems cordial. Everybody seems friendly. Okay, so we get to this whole situations with the hotel rooms. Now we see Ashley's room, and Ashley has a welcome. She has a little note where it says welcome, to Bermuda, and thanks for being Karen Hooger's guest. Now it was this whole thing about Karen and Sharice, whose party, whose trip it was or whatever. I think it's so petty. It's annoying even talking about it. But apparently we all saw that Karen brought that both Karen and Sharice, I feel, are equally um the creators of this trip. Because they was bouncing ideas off of each other. Karen came over there. I guess she had it in her mind first. I give her that. She came over there to Sharice's house, and then they just started bouncing ideas, back and forth off of each other. So I'm assuming that it's both their trip ideas, but Karen just wants to take control and Of course, Sharice is not gonna let her because Sharice has a lot of Karen traits in her as well. Um, so it's stupid. But anyway, Sharice was feeling some kind of way. She was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let Karen have this moment. She wants to feel important, so I'm gonna let her have this moment. Now, Sharice, we go over to her room and she got the suite. She got one of the main suites. Because apparently Sharice, during this whole 4 day weekend in Bermuda, it's gonna be Sharice's anniversary and her birthday. So it's a lot to celebrate and it's a lot to feel bad about, especially since the big demise of her divorce. So they're talking and shooting the shit, and she was just like, you know what? I wanted to rub this damn room in Karen's face a little bit, and there you go, which is very petty. But whatever. Karen's petty. They're all petty. Oh, hashtag old and petty. Hashtag Mr. Chalaki. Hashtag old and petty. So, what happened after that? So we get to the next day, and before we arrive to the next day, one thing that kind of stuck out to me was that I saw Giselle curling her hair in the mirror, and I'm shocked that she could apply heat to her hair. Um, and I was just like, damn, Giselle, like, I guess it is actual human hair, but it just, why does it just look so bad? Why does it look so bad, Giselle? Like, mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know what, I don't know. I don't know. So then we get the next day. They have so basically this next day is Karen's whole event. She has a dinner set up for the girls. Robin looked gorgeous in her dress. And all the girls get together. They Karen arrived. Dancers came, and it was quite cute. So we sat down to the shady ass dinner. One of the first things they brought up, I believe, it was Monique, Ashley, one of them. They was just like, so whose trip this is? Karen was just like, well, it was my trip. And I asked Sharice to be my assistant. She didn't want to do that, so I fired her. So Sharice was just like, child, whatever. And Sharice was just like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm over this and I'm over you. Um, and they just kept going back and forth. And Monique was just like, well, I saw on the little welcome cards that you just had your name on there, not Sharice's. So what's T? That brought up the whole conversation of whose trip it is. So they didn't get anywhere with that. Then they started talking about uh Giselle and Monique. Monique did not invite Giselle, as we learned last week, to her daughter's first birthday party, which was a little much. I really don't know why parents go all the way out for their kid's first birthday party, seeing as how the kid ain't gonna remember the shit. But I guess it's just about the people remembering it, right? Not the actual person, not the actual person birthday who it is. So anyway, it's for show. It's for show. It's for show. It's for show. So anyway, they was talking about that, and she was just like, it's my daughter's first birthday, first Christmas, and I just didn't want that energy or whatever. Giselle was just like, oh, okay, that's fine, I understand, because I probably wouldn't have came anyway. Giselle, shut up. She Giselle wears me thin. She really does. Was Giselle my favorite last season? No, Ashley was my favorite last season. Um, but I did like Giselle a lot, but I really don't this season. She's just, I don't know what producer she done pissed off on the show, but they really just cannot stand her. This one piece right here is bothering my soul, darling. Oh, it's just, oh no. Okay, that's a little better. So anyway, they was just going back and forth and just being extra petty. Um, let's see. We have they started getting on Rob, and Robin was just like, well, I went to therapy, child, and they said that I should go to um I should work on things, and I should go on a date. And Karen was just like, "Child, there's nothing to work out." She said this in her confessionals. There's nothing to work out. Um, and basically, y'all just need to let it go. And so, but you're in love with one, so the doctor's gonna have to subscribe something probably. This was a funny episode though, low key. It was very petty, but it was funny. They kept going back and forth, and this shit was hilarious. So after the whole dinner, all the girls went to Sharice's room because everybody was shocked at how big her room was. Now Ashley and Monique had already seen Sharice's room. And it was the other girls that, went off on their own little section. So Karen came up in there. She was like, "Oh, did you steal my room? Did you upgrade my room for you?" And Sharice was just like, "Yes, I did." And so in the midst of all this, Sharice is breaking glass, is nervous and shit. Then Karen, she comes over and pulls Giselle off to the side. She was just like, well, I have this activity for tomorrow, and I want you to participate. And you will. Giselle was just like, "Child, what the hell I'm doing? I forgot what it's called. First cup, whatever. It's where you jump from net to net. It's two boats, and it's these men there to like assist you, but basically you're supposed to hop from boat to boat at certain times. Some shit that's not for the kids, but they went on ahead and did it anyway. I've mm-mm. But anyway, Giselle was just like, okay. She was like, I can only bring two people. She was like, okay. And Giselle was just like, I suggest Robin. She was just like, it ain't up to you, ho. And I'll let you know. So Karen leaves Giselle and she goes over to Monique to talk to Monique about the whole situation. And child side note, when they was at going back to the dinner table, when Ashley brought up the fact that she saw Karen was sweating because she was in the hot seat because they kept asking her questions. When Ashley said, "I see you sitting over there, boo, sweating like a hoe in church," I like to died. They had some all the girls had some funny moments in this episode. They really did for the most part, especially Monique, Karen, and Ashley. They was giving it to the girls. So anyway, going back to Sharice's room, all the girls are in there, yada yada, shutting it up, shooting the shit. And Monique is just like, "Child, I ain't gonna tell nobody, but we'll see." So we get to the whole next day. And it was a whole big thing because Sharice had found out that Karen had took Monique and Giselle off on their own little adventure. Now it was disrespectful because remember, Sharice had a date where she was gonna do things, and Karen Hooger had a day that she was gonna do things. Now um damn it, Karen decided to separate the girls, split the girls down the middle, 3 on 3 on Sharice's day, and didn't tell nobody. So that's why it was a big thing, which I can definitely see. Because at first I didn't get it, but then I watched it again. I was just like, okay, I understand why that's disrespectful to do that because everybody was there together. All what 6 of them was there together on Karen's day, but on Sharice's day, since Karen and Sharice low key beefing, um, she was just like, nah, or whatever. Y'all just come to my shit, but you ain't got to come to hers. Like that's rude. Like I completely understand why Sharice was upset about that, and the other girls just like, why is she trying to exclude people? So it did, look funny. But Monique and Giselle found out what she was trying to do. But those 3 was the only ones that was knowing what she was trying to do, along with Sharice. But then Sharice ended up telling Ashley and Robin what's tea. It was just she just okay. Fix it, Jesus. She should have just said something to all of them about it. But she had good intentions of trying to get Monique and Giselle together. But she should have just told everybody, y'all. My words slur sometimes, child, like I'm drunk. It's just water in here, by the way. So anyway, so Ashley, Robin, and Sharice, they went on jet skis and stuff and had fun, had moments. Sharice had the emergency brake on, something I would have had on. Although I can swim, I'm not the best swimmer when it comes to like a whole bunch of water. That's not my gig. I like pools. I like control. You know, I can't control what the ocean do and what's going on with the waves and the rocks and the darling the crabs. It's just a lot going on that I can't control. In the pool, I can control somewhat. So anyway, stuff for badass kids running around and stuff. Oh child, that's why I let you go to the pool and it's just very low key. Low key. And all that stuff. So anyway, um so they had fun. They sat down after they got finished jet skiing, the girls, and they was talking. Ashley was just like, I throw up that D word a lot with Michael, the divorce, and I really don't know if I want to have kids by his ass anymore. And I was just with him. I was just thinking about everything that I didn't have. A father figure was one of the first things she said, which is why I say, when you marry somebody that's that much older than you are looking for a daddy. Or if you're a man and you marry an older woman, you looking for a mammy. Or something like you looking for an auntie, you looking for something. I understand it's something you just attracted to older men, but why? There's always a reason why. It's always a reason, low key. Um, like I have a friend at work, and she told me she's a white girl, and she told me that her boyfriend is he's black, and she has a baby mom, and he only dates white women, which is his thing. Okay, I get it, but what's the difference from a preference and um what's the difference from a preference and like a self-hate type of situation? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, love is love, and I understand it and I get that. But the fact that, and she's also told me that he doesn't have any black friends either, which is interesting to me because I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Let's talk about it in the comment section how y'all feel about that. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I love every damn body. I'm just saying, like, if all you are with like your whole life, all you are attracted to is something that's opposite of yourself, I feel like that's some kind of like self hate issue that's like going on. Like, it's not like you just with everybody, date everybody, no matter the race or whatever. That's one thing. That's fine. But if you just completely um isolate yourself from your culture, from who you are, from what your parents are, from what your family are, there's a reason. Something happened. Y'all. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Anyway, child, we'll talk about it in the comment section. So yeah, so they just made me think about that, the whole Ashley thing with Michael, and um how, she's dating somebody that much damn older, and it's just like you looking for a daddy mama, and then it made me think about the whole race thing and yada yada. So anyway. So cut to, who do we cut to? We cut to Giselle. Um, oh, and I also say that the whole race thing with, as far as with my homegirl, um, and we've talked about it, so it's not like I'm trying to shade her or anything, but it's it's another thing because she also told me that he kind of downs other black people. He was just like, because one time he was out at a bar or something, it was other black folks around, and it was these white girls who was trying to get with this black guy, and they was just dancing drunk or whatever, and he was just like, yeah, but they were so, the black dudes, that like they were so ghetto and stuff, like I don't even, they weren't even attractive, like they was just so ghetto and trashy. I don't even know why they wanted them, and see, that kind of shit I don't like. So anyway, I go on tangents, darling. It's just That's what it is. So we cut to Giselle and Karen. Now Giselle and Karen are walking up on the bus, and and Monique nor Giselle know that Karen set both of them up to try to work out the issues. So Monique comes on the bus, and they're just like, "Shit, here we go. Why the fuck she got to be here?" And the vice versa. Um, so Karen just wanted them to talk, and Karen was just like, "I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'll be a listening ear, yada yada." Monique was just like, "Well, I've tried to open up to her many times, and when I get the cold shoulder, I just kind of push back or just let it go." Giselle was just like, "Well, I just feel like for whatever reason with me, you have a lot of insecurity. You let your insecurity show." And I'm just like, Giselle, bye. This ain't got nothing to do with no insecurity. You have been why don't Ashley have that same feeling or same relationship with the other girls? You are the problem, beloved. You've been shading Monique from I'm sorry, Monique. You've been shading Monique from the very beginning. You've been coming at Monique from the very beginning. And now you're trying to say, oh, it's because of her insecurities as to why y'all can't get along and all that kind of shit. Child, save that shit. Girl, I can't with her. I bet y'all wonder why I keep drinking. It's a lot in here, child. It's a big cup. So that shit annoyed me. And Monique was just like, "Child, I ain't insecure because I was thinking the same thing about you. Maybe you look at me and wish you had what you used to have." And Giselle gonna have the nerve to say to Monique, "Well, all of what you have is just because of your husband. If your husband wasn't what he is, you wouldn't be what you are." I was like, "Ooh, gutter snipe." I could have. Mm-mm. My God. I know Monique wanted to snatch her up good, but she just let it go, and she was just like, "Okay, girl, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you." Monique was just like, "Well, you spending your ex-husband's money. Let's just be honest. So who the hell are you to say that?" And Monique was just like, "You don't know me. You don't know what I've accomplished in my life. You don't know what I've done. Like if and to be completely honest, that's a little hypocritical for Giselle to say because they all are on this show. They all are who they are because of their husband's money. Except for Robin, because her ex-husband ain't got none. And she ain't neither. So they together, they legit the same level. Juan and Robin. She's actually probably a little bit more than him now because of the show. Um, but everybody else, yes, because of their husband. Giselle's because of her ex-husband. I'm sure he's paying child support or whatever, spousal moments. Karen, hell yeah. Ray came by in a shiny car, scooped that ass out up from shoveling that horse shit at the farm. Um, Ashley, obviously, to come up. Who else? Monique. All of them. Who else on the damn show? Sharice, duh. Like, so it's just like, Giselle, please, please. So anyway, they get to the whole little moment where they jumping from boat to boat like frogs, with no princesses, and Monique is the most scared because she has never done nothing like this, and she don't do like a lot of water and stuff. I completely understand, girl. So Karen old ass goes first. She lays down. They trying to figure out what Karen's doing. Karen's flirting, throwing her leg up. She talking about she already wet and shit. It was a mess. It's like, look at this old hussy. But Karen did it. She jumped back and forth, child, and she didn't break none. So thank God for that. So then Giselle went. Giselle did it quick and easy. And Monique was just a little nervous, but Giselle offered her some words of encouragement. She was being nice. Monique ended up doing and conquering her fears, and then she hugged both of them. Um, and Giselle knows she ain't have no real damn issue with that girl. She knows she didn't. It's just jealousy. That's all it is. Because she can't come up with nothing as to why she don't like Moniece. And she wasn't doing nothing but deflecting when Moniece was just like, child, it's your insecurity. She was like, I'm not insecure at all. Um, I'm smart, you're dumb, and um, I have this and you have nothing. But all you have is just because of your husband. Okay, but Giselle, was all you have now, and all of what you had was because of your ex-husband. So what's the difference? She's still married to hers. Hopefully they don't break up. But if they do, y'all will be the same, correct? Until your businesses pop off, whatever that may be. Child, it's just a mess. So anyway, where do we go from here? That's a song, I think. I would sing, but I don't know it. It's from somebody. From the bottom of my broken heart. Y'all let me know who sings that song. That's all I'm singing. Y'all let me. This is a little tricky. Y'all let me know who sings that song. I'll give y'all a shout out next week's review. The name of the song, the person, album, year, etc., or some of that. I give you a shout out. From the bottom of my broken heart. Um, let's see. So after that, they kind of bonded a little bit. Monique and Giselle was just like, "Look, we don't put our shit on the back burner. Now it's time to work on you two old hoes," meaning Karen and Sharice. And she was just like, "Y'all really need to get it together." Karen was just like, "Child, I'll try to put my knife away for her." Because Giselle was just like, "You've been mean to Sharice for no reason. You've been coming at her, and you need to stop. And it's time to work on it." She was just like, "Child, I'll try." Um, so all the girls end up getting beautified. Well, half of the girls, Ashley, Robin, and Sharice, because um, Sharice brought a makeup artist there, and while they was way back a few scenes earlier, um, when they was in Sharice's room, she was just like, when Sharice brought up the fact that she has a makeup artist coming, Karen was just like, "Oh well, I have the hair. You have the makeup, and I have the hair. But you still can put her name on the welcome cards." Okay. So, just a mess. She's a mess box. Not a mess box. She is. She's messy. So we all the half the girls, like I said, getting their makeup done. And they're just waiting to have this dinner thing that Sharice set up finally, where everybody's coming together. So Robin, she decides to pooch on over and talk to Karen. Karen's in there getting her hair curled too. Now Karen and Giselle, it's crazy to me. Karen and Giselle had some of the worst hair I've ever seen on reality television. And yet they're sitting there getting their hair curled. So it's obviously human hair. So what's the problem? Why do it look so bad? I don't know. Do y'all? I don't. I don't. Um, let's see. It was stupid. Anyway, Robin comes in and she was just like, "You know what, Karen, you just seem like a fucking hypocrite, straight up. And the fact that you didn't tell us," Karen was just like, "Maybe I should have told you. You're right." Karen was just like, "This is a waste of my life." Robin came over there and I guess she thought she was going to check Karen, but of course that wasn't going to work. She can't even check her own kid, so of course she wasn't going to be able to check the grand dame. So Karen was just like, "You know what? Maybe I could have apologized or told y'all, let y'all know, but it happened." And Robin was just like, "It don't make any sense the way that you treat Sharice, and we're all sisterhood and together, and yada yada." Robin gets up and walks off. Karen's sitting there getting her hair curled. She was just like, "You know what?" And they left her room, and she was still Mike. So I guess she just thought that we wasn't gonna be able to hear this. Similar to earlier, a few episodes back when Juan was talking to the guy and was just saying, I don't want to live like this no more. I'm sick of being with her, yada yada. Karen was just like, I know this ain't nothing but Sharice's shit. Sharice is so miserable and she's so jealous and she's always trying to take my title. And that's why she's fucking that fireman. And she don't want me to call her out because everything she has is because of Eddie. And Karen was saying some pretty nasty things about Sharice. So I'm just like, child, it's finna get good. It really is finna get good. But it's just stupid how all of a sudden this just kind of sprung up on us, the whole Karen versus Sharice thing. Now I remember last season on the reunion, Karen and Sharice was going back and forth on about something, but this season they seem to be fine up until this point. Like I know y'all not just because y'all bring up a whole lot of like serious stuff, and so I don't know why y'all are I know this just the whole trip to Bermuda. I know that this is not like y'all main issue. Like, where did this shit come from? I wish they would have showed us this. How this sprung up. Is it just over a title of who the hell idea this trip was? Like, if it is, this is the stupidest damn thing. But who knows, shall I guess we'll just keep watching. But this is definitely a funny episode. And with that said, I think I've said enough. I am Mr. Chalak. Mr. Chalak on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. ITSKINGWORLD on Facebook. And all the good stuff. All my social media moments will be in the bottom bar below. I love you guys much. I really do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe, comment, share, like, whatever. Y'all know what to do. I really appreciate it. I love you much. I really, truly do. From the bottom of my broken heart. Ooh.